What's up, guys, and welcome to the next episode of KIO Macro with your boy Crypto Noah and Isaac the Schick Newton. Market's a little interesting now. Market's a little interesting right now, but as always, we're going to give you guys our thoughts, our updated thoughts, if there are any. Just kind of let you know how we're playing it, man. Isaac, how you doing?
I'm doing good, just chilling out, enjoying the weather, having the time of my life.
There you go. It is a really nice day today. Even here, you don't need a jacket outside, and that's rare for San Francisco.
That is rare for San Francisco, 100%.
Guys, by the way, on Amazon, Memphis-style barbecue cashews, the best cashews ever. And like I told Isaac, no homo, best nuts ever put in my mouth.
He said it to me 5 times.
No, I didn't.
He said it 5 times before we turned on the camera. He said, best nut ever. And I'm like, dude, what the heck? It was crazy.
Hey, and I'm not sponsored by them or anything. It's just your boy sharing something good, sharing some good nuts. All right, let's jump straight into it. So if you look, you see all of this red. I think a big proponent or causation for this is what happened in Israel and Gaza. Prayers for people who lost their lives or their homes or lost anything. That's a very unfortunate event, but it has affected markets. So you got central bank balance sheet going down. It looks like they might have printed a little bit of money. You got gold going up, which I'm not surprised given, the conflict that just happened. This is, gold's time to shine. You got the S&P. We're on the monthly chart. Let's go down to the weekly. You see it kind of dipped. I'd be interested to see if it gets back in this channel, but it's not really crazy in my opinion. Like if we get a close, when I used to trade Forex, the rule was no retest, no entry. If we get a green close on top of this trend line, that could be a really bullish sign that we got more to go. Or even if we go back down into this channel and we close on top of our 200 and our 62 EMA, that could be another bullish sign. But you never know what's going to happen. Markets can keep going down, and if we get if we go below this and get a break and retest to the upside, aka testing as resistance, that can signal that we have further down to go. And the next major level of support, if we come under here, would be around this 37.92 level. So we'll keep you guys updated as to what's happening. All the charts are looking the same. You have everything kind of just selling off. NASDAQ selling off as well. You even got Apple selling off. It's consolidating around previous all-time high levels, and it is under the 62 EMA, but they have so much cash that they could manipulate their stock price pretty easily if they really wanted to. You got Bitcoin selling off right down to 61K. Guys, the halving is in what, Isaac? A couple of days now?
It's in 4 days. 3 days. Yeah.
Halving is in 3 to 4 days, guys. And we've been calling for, or at least I've been calling. I don't know if you guys are in accord with that. I've been calling for a pre-halving dip. This happens a lot. I'm going to make a video on my channel on like my post-halving investment strategy. Because what you'll find is, or what I found was, the projects that have done the best, they launch after the halving, and the multiples have been crazy. So we're looking for projects that launch after the halving. And if you want info on that, click the link in the description, book a free strategy session, get access to our buy and sell calls, as well as our yield farming alpha and course that goes over all the things that we cover on this channel and my personal channel. Moving along, I wouldn't be surprised if we don't hold this level. This is pretty much previous all-time highs, or not previous all-time highs, this big even 60K level. If we get a break and retest to the downside under, I wouldn't be surprised if we went back down to 50K. And that's also above the 62 and 200-day moving average. And this is kind of like the mean. You can see that the market likes to always returns to the mean. This is kind of like the middle. So when the market's above the 62 and the 200-day, we're usually in a bull market. And when we're below it, as you saw here, we're usually in a bear market. So we're still above it. The halving's around the corner. We're still waiting on the ETH ETF. So still a lot of things to look forward to. This could just be that last flush until it's off to the races. But like I said, only time will tell. We'll keep you guys updated. Same thing with ETH. We're on a major resistance level, pretty much around 3K. But we're still above our 62 and our 200-day moving average. And then now here we are on previous support for the total crypto market cap. I want to see a close, a green close on this level. But like I said, still above these moving averages. So, you know, we're just gonna keep looking at the data. Stablecoin liquidity or stablecoin dominance is rising, which means people are taking profits, and that's, you know, no surprise. As you can see how things are selling off, they're obviously selling it into stablecoins because people are a little scared right now. But keep in mind, guys, even through bull markets, there are times where Bitcoin dips 30% in a bull market. So if you know Bitcoin, if Bitcoin's doing that, altcoins 50%, 40% flush, that's not nothing, guys. This is crypto. Welcome to the wild, wild west. People who went west first didn't necessarily have a good time, but some of them found gold. That's kind of what we're doing here. And you got some altcoins just kind of selling off. Some of the plays that we talk about, Radix. I'm just taking my yield farm rewards, buying more. We're testing our 200-day moving average and support. Our largest holding, Pendle. We made a video on this back in November around these prices. This is one of the only ones that didn't really take a dip, and that's because the tokenomics are fantastic. Most of the Pendle is locked up for VE Pendle, so people can vote and do different things with yield. So while you had all these other altcoins dropping 50%, Pendle only dropped in the past week 14%. It's not too bad. And, you know, this project is still severely undervalued. It's over 4 to 5 billion in TVL on the platform, and the market cap's only 600 million. And like Warren Buffett said, in the short term, the market's a voting machine. In the long term, it's a weighing machine. Eventually, the fundamentals are going to weigh in. And you got Maple going back down to the 62. This is another one of our large holdings. So, guys, you know we're really bullish on the RWA space. So I just see these as for sale signs or on sale signs. We have a lot coming up in the next few weeks. We got earnings reports dropping for a lot of different companies. You got a few people from the Federal Reserve who are going to be speaking. You know, we had the CPI report come out last week. So, you know, we do have reason to believe that rates are going to be higher for longer. So I'm still pretty bullish, but I'm still keeping my eye on the data. And if the data changes, we'll change and we'll let you guys know. Isaac, what are you thinking, man? What's your thoughts on the market right now?
It's not fun. I'll tell you that. It's not fun. I was having a lot of fun a few weeks ago, and the fun is maybe not over, but it's at least dormant for the current period. And yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, it's pretty obvious to me what this is. It seems like what this is the market digesting the fact that inflation is, you know, kind of stickier than previously thought, and CME adjusted the probability of rate cuts to further down the road than previously expected. And because of that, now, you know, people are expecting rate cuts later and are adjusting their portfolios accordingly to be more risk off. So yeah, I mean, that's what I see it as. It seems like that's pretty clearly what's happening. Plus, obviously, Iran, you know, there's the whole geopolitical situation. A friend of mine was telling me I should get into commodities trading because of how much I deal with geopolitics, like in my job. And it's one of the most, I guess, sensitive, you know, markets towards geopolitical events. So,
You think you'll end up getting into that?
no, not currently. Not for not. I have too much writing on crypto right now, so I'll just use that for what it is.
I hear that. You making any moves in your portfolio? You still bullish going into the second half of the year? Anything change for you?
I mean, generally speaking, so I already took profits on some stuff like 3 weeks ago or something like that. And I have enough money where I'm like fine. So like the money that I keep in my investment portfolio, which, you know, my crypto investments, I just let that sit for the most part, and then I move it between, you know, alts and Bitcoin, almost never into stables. And the reason being is because it's really hard to time the market. It's extremely hard to time the market. Take
Especially crypto.
profits when you can, and you take some profits when you're up a lot. Like, it is good to take profits. Like, you know, liquidate like 25%, 50% of your portfolio maybe, if you feel like you're in a position where like that's fine. And but I never remove my position completely. I don't usually take more than like 60% of my position off the table. And I'll then usually buy back in once I feel like the market has bottomed and I have some excess capital. But I keep most of my hands in crypto and I just move it between assets. Right now, it seems like a really good time if you're not in stables to be in Bitcoin. I think that Bitcoin is probably the most risk off asset in crypto because it's the poster child of the whole industry. Seems like a really bad time to be in alts. So alts, I think, are going to bleed really badly. But it's also really hard to time the market. So I think you just find projects like this Pendle stuff that you're so into. You find markets that are assets you believe in, projects you believe in, and you just kind of ride them out. You ride them out long term.
Yep, pretty much, guys. So yeah, I would say this is a good time to be doing research. How I go about buying the dip is whatever projects dip the most / that I'm bullish on the most. That's what I'm gonna buy. I just take my yield farming rewards, and I made a video on this on my personal channel. Definitely give that a watch. I bought some Axelar because it dipped like over 50%. I bought some ZKML a little bit. That's a little high risk play, and then I bought some more Relio network. So yeah, things are on sale, guys. It's always good to keep some cash on the sidelines, and that's why we always preach yield farming, because you can literally take your rewards and use them to buy more tokens. Just for market making, not having to do anything. So yeah, other than that, nothing's changed for us, and if it does, we'll definitely let you guys know next week. So
remember, everybody, it's not a bear market; it's a build market.
there you go. Yeah, so guys, if you got value from this channel, if you like these, if this some kind of macro topic that you want us to talk about that we haven't, let us know in the comments. Our goal is to take the events and things that are happening in the world and translate that information into what can help us and help you, even though it's not financial advice, create strong portfolios. Like, that's the whole goal. Take this information. How does it affect crypto? Because that is the asset class we're exposed to the most. So yeah, if you got value, like, comment, subscribe, share with a friend, and we'll see y'all next week in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Peace out.
Peace out, everybody.